Cleveland, get ready, because the Browns are stepping into a matchup loaded with tension, expectation, and the kind of storyline that makes the entire league turn its head. There's a Predator versus Prey vibe to this one, and the guy wearing brown and orange is carrying momentum that feels downright unstoppable right now. The stakes are climbing, the pressure is building, and the atmosphere around Berea feels like everyone knows a moment of truth is coming. And trust me, the target on the other side is walking into something he hasn't seen yet. This is the week where things can explode in the best possible way. Hit like, subscribe right now, and stay locked, because this build-up is just getting started. I need to begin with Myles Garrett, because the moment his name enters any conversation about dominance, expectations shift, the energy in Cleveland rises, and the opposing quarterback starts checking the weather report hoping a tornado warning cancels the game. And this week, that quarterback just happens to be Cam Ward, the #1 pick, the rookie who's still trying to figure out where the speed of the NFL ends and the pressure begins. Garrett isn't just preparing for a matchup, he's preparing for a feast. And when he says he's licking his chops, I believe him, because I've seen what it looks like when a superstar smells blood in the water and the numbers start lining up like destiny itself has given a green light. But let me tell you something I felt immediately. Garrett doesn't sound like a man chasing a record. He sounds like a man chasing purpose. 19 sacks. 4 away from tying the all-time mark, 5 away from rewriting the history books, and yet he's talking about stopping the run, earning the opportunities, and respecting the Titans like they haven't given up more sacks than any team in football. That's what separates talent from greatness. He knows the path to that record runs straight through discipline, not desperation. And still, when he lines up across from an offensive line that surrendered 48 sacks, you can almost hear that internal voice saying, "This is exactly what I've been waiting for." What struck me most this week, though, was Garrett's commentary on Cam Ward, because he didn't come at the rookie sideways, he didn't mock him, didn't minimize him. He spoke like a veteran who understands the league eats quarterbacks alive if they don't get their footing early. And I felt the sincerity when he said the game needs to slow down for Ward, because that's the difference between surviving and thriving in this league. But make no mistake, respect doesn't equal mercy. Garrett can admire your talent on Monday and still ruin your Sunday. And right now, Ward is stepping into a stadium where the defensive end hunting him has been averaging almost 3 sacks a game for over a month. You don't need analytics to see the problem, you need prayer. Meanwhile, on the other side, Shedeur Sanders prepares for his 3rd start, and I have to appreciate the calmness he brings. The young man isn't feeding into storylines, isn't measuring himself against the #1 pick, isn't turning this into some narrative about draft position or rivalry. He's focused on improvement, and I respect that. Because if we're being honest, last week wasn't his best, and he knows it. But growth in the NFL doesn't come from padding stats against weaker opponents. It comes from bouncing back when the spotlight starts burning hot. And Sanders has the poise of someone who understands that his job isn't competing with Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel or Deshaun Watson. It's competing with the version of himself that played 7 days ago. Still, everything in this matchup comes back to Myles Garrett and that number 25. The number he wrote on his tape. The number he dreamed about. The number he believes is meant to be. And when a player of his caliber says something was meant to be, I pay attention. Because some records are chased, but others feel like they're waiting for the right player to break them. Garrett isn't hoping to reach 22.5. He's planning to blow through that and then find whatever number comes after 25. That's the mindset of a player who doesn't want to make history. He wants to redefine it. And here's the real impact of this moment. When your defensive leader is playing at this level, the entire locker room feels it. It elevates everyone. It shifts belief systems. It makes even a struggling offense feel like it has margin. So I've got to ask you, Cleveland, do you feel the momentum building? Do you feel what this season could become if Garrett keeps tearing through quarterbacks like this? Drop your thoughts, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in with this Browns community. Because history might be knocking on our door.